As you probably know, ChatGPT is here, and you don't need to be afraid of its power. Actually, you can use it to study 10 times faster, and I'm here today to reveal my 5 best hacks to study better and smarter, not harder. So don't miss out on these game-changing opportunities, and let's jump straight into it.
ChatGPT can act as a professional tutor or even a study buddy, if you don't have one, for example. All you need is to type correct question, and it might be act as a professional tutor and explain to me this equation. And we give some math equation, for example. Here, question. Great, now we got a detailed explanation on how to solve this equation. But what if I don't really understand anything of this? Yeah, okay, we can ask it to split it into bullet points, point list on how to solve this. Okay, great. Now we have a detailed explanation with steps, basically 5 steps. But what if I don't know how to identify the slope m and y-intercept b from the given equation? What does this even mean? You can ask it to explain even more detailed. So you just type explain more about the first step, and let's see. Well, okay. And yes, and this whole information that you should know to basically solve the first step. Okay, great. So now you can ask ChatGPT to provide you some simple instructions on how to solve complex equations, for example, math equations, and something logical, but how to deal with something not that much straightforward. For example, it might be biology, because this is a subject when you need to show to examiner your understanding of the knowledge, and you need to basically remember everything out. So you can just type topic. For example, it might be photosynthesis, and summarize the whole topic into 10 most important bullet points that may be asked on exam, because you are preparing for exams, or why are you studying, man? That's it. Okay, well, now you have 10 most important bullet points on this topic, so, but it's still quite a lot to read, isn't it? So you just type TLDR, and it's basically a shortcut to cut out not necessary information. Yeah, and we got all these bullet points. Okay, sweet, so now you can just grab those bullet points and ask ChatGPT to provide you some exam-style questions to prepare for your exam. And basically, the best way to do this is to generate active recall questions, which is about actively using your information to remember this better. Okay, so how do I do this? You need to type topic photosynthesis and just type and ask it to provide me a multiple choice questions with 1 correct answer and 3 incorrect distractor answers. So here we go, and wait a second, I need to just type give me 10 questions, wait until I give you my answers. That's it. Okay, well, so now you have all these 10 questions and you may simply answer them, yes, and just give them. Okay, well, so I got 7 out of 10 questions correct. Well,
by the way, if you find this video and my techniques valuable, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a like, as it will mean a lot to me. Thank you.
well, but how to deal with something really complicated so that you don't need to remember this and you don't need to solve this? And for example, it might be some quantum mechanics. It's a branch in a physics subject, basically. Quantum mechanics, and you can basically use the Feynman technique, which is about simplifying complex topics and into simple terms where every first grader can understand the subject. So you just need to type simplify this topic and explain it to me as for a first grade student. Quantum mechanics is like playing with tiny building blocks that make up everything around us, like toys or blocks we play with. These tiny building blocks are called particles and they are really small. Now imagine you have a toy car and you want to know where it is. You can look at, oh, it's too much, so yeah, I'm too bored. I just type TLDR and it will type basically the same thing but in more short version. That's it. Quantum mechanics is a branch of science that studies tiny building blocks called particles, which behave in strange or surprising ways. They can be in two places at once, disappear and reappear without moving, and play hide and seek. Scientists are still trying to understand how they work. Okay, sweet. So, provide me with some information that may be asked on exam about this topic. Nice, so we just got 7 questions and 7 answers for them, and if we read all of them, we are just really prepared for our exam, and it's just awesome. Now, the fifth and final technique is writing an essay. And maybe you already know this, but ChatGPT can write massive amount of the text within just a couple of minutes, which is absolutely amazing. And let's just see how it works. I have my assessment in the 10th form to write on the topic energy security, geography, 10th grade, and now we just type write me an essay on 600 words in a tone that is not typical to AI, and let's just see what will happen and how I will just save maybe hours of works. So yeah.
ChatGPT is an incredibly useful tool to study better. However, you always should remember that this is only the raw version of it, so you don't need to rely on it fully. Study smart, not hard, and I will see you in the next one.